y'all. Like, that's how I was. I'm just laughing. Why you yelling at me because I can't pick up my bag? Like, what?
Power to the people.
Lord. Yeah, the rest of them on this big yellow bus.
I used to hand out CDs before they would buy. Whoa, she love me so much, it seems like she buys. Niggas don't know how I live, but that's cause they live at the high. Hey. 4L13, stepping on shit to this pride. He brought me the money sealed up, I still had to count it, I cannot just hide. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, let's have sex in the bank. Telling her open the safe.
I'm gonna get my phone again. Tough, and for me, I'm a person with tough skin. I'm telling y'all it's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be a little challenging, but.
We went out of style.
Subscribe. Wow. And we out. What's up, Des Gang? It's your girl Destiny Marche, and I'm back with another video. I'm back with another banger. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not new here, welcome back, and thanks for watching. But as y'all can tell by the title, today we are about to be doing a mukbang with a story time about my experience. If you haven't watched my last video, then go check it out. You'll know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna get right into the video, and I'm just gonna let y'all know about some different topics. Okay, so if y'all hear like a little water in the background, I'm not gonna want she wash her hair, but it's not gonna be that loud. But okay, so first thing we're gonna talk about, I did get some red hook for my mukbang, so we're gonna eat some red hook. What I got was like the Thursday special. I always get like a special red hook special for the seasoning, and I get it mild. This time I think I got it medium, but yeah, and I got it DoorDash this time. I never really get a DoorDash, so we're gonna see if it tastes the same. That's in a little plate with the magic cup. And then I didn't get no drink, so I have some strawberry lemonade from the house actually. But first thing I'm gonna tell y'all is we was calling like a junior basic training camp just because, you know, you only get like this experience in high school unless like if you out of school you're going to the real one. But yeah, that's why I was calling it that. But it's actually called a CLC camp, which stands for Cadet Leadership Course, or Cadet Leadership Camp, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, that's what it's actually called. So first thing we're gonna talk about is, let me get my food out first because I've been craving some seafood. Show you how I do this right quick. Little pro. Get this food out. It's not that hot, so I hope it tastes good. I'm trying not to pull all this juice out because my plate ain't that deep. You know, they normally give you like a deep plate. Oh, I got a lot of juice. I'm gonna have to pull some of this juice out. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back with y'all once I get my food on the plate. So we are at, what's the restaurant called?
What?
What's the restaurant called? Gandolfo's Deli. Where we at?
It's a New York capital.
Look at Oscar. Where Lumpy? Ariel.
Ain't nobody gonna mess with them.
Gandolfo's Deli.
And North and
Look at this little thing here. Tell them hey.
what up? Power to the people. Black power.
I gotta put this one so they can see good. There we go.
Power to the people.
Lord. Hey y'all, we live in Gandolfo's Deli. We're about to get in the car and head down to the camp. Check-in is at 12. It's currently like 11:42. So yeah, get in the car. That girl. We got our two.
You think they gonna make me take my clear nose ring up?
Oh yeah.
I'm a high.
Okay, so
16 miles away.
we are 24 minutes away from the camp for chicken. That looks so light. Yeah, I did so good on my hair. Like, I'm gonna keep grabbing. Looks so good. Look at him.
He on that big bus. He high already.
Yeah, because they don't have AC.
He shouldn't have done
Yeah, the rest of them on this big yellow bus. But it's no, they said the air is not working, so I know they high. This another school that is going with us.
On that base to fix the now they got
So where we at now? This is Little Rock.
Little Rock, yeah.
Okay, so we are already in Little Rock.
Yeah, I'm forcing those people to go that way.
Who are you forcing?
Yeah, the car, because he got to turn wide on that bus.
Well, yeah, look at me dead in my eyes. I let the air know that a nigga in line. Too much respect. All of my shorty BDs, they know not to try. Too much respect. I used to hand out CDs before they would buy. Whoa, she love me so much, it seem like she buys. Niggas don't know how I live, but that's cause they live it to high. Hey. 4S13, stepping on shit to this pride. He brought me the money sealed up, I still had to count it, I cannot just hide. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, let's have sex in the bank.
Thanks, y'all. Ooh, it's another one over here. Ooh, yeah. We are about to check in. It don't even look like nobody up here. Or it's just not lit up for you. So yeah. Get back. Ooh, I forgot something.
I hear the privileged rapper who don't even know what
See
it
that
is.
child later.
Diamonds, they look like a rainbow, that's just the necklace of Frank. Her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, let's have sex in the nines. Do it. Breaking and bending the spines. Do it. I hear the privileged rapper that they had to hit 60 times. Do it. Niggas be full of excuses, act like they taking their time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at me dead in my eyes, you see all the times that I had to go slide. Too many sticks, you go to war with whoever ain't never been by. Too many sticks, I was there, your ops, and none of them died. Pussy, hold up, hold up, hold up. Why you pull up at one?
Okay, y'all, so we just made it to the place or whatever, and Kerner took their phones, right? He put the phones in the glove department part, and I got two phones. So at first he told me I can keep my other phone, but you know, whatever, because the other sergeant, the other man, he letting them keep their phones or whatever. He might take them up later on. But so since he told me that once that I keep my phone, I'm not gonna remind him, I'm just gonna keep it and see if he says something. But he was just like, I just give me your other one. So he just he told us to put our phones in the glove department, and I put the other one in there and put the other one in my bag. So hopefully he don't change his mind or not happen. But this is gonna be my last vlog on the camera, because I'm leaving my camera in the car because I don't want to, you know, take it in there and somebody steal it or something like that. So I'm probably get back with my camera the day we leave. I don't know, depends on if we ever get back in the car. So see y'all later. Till my vlog, see y'all later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
I'm gonna get my phone again.
Okay, y'all, so this is how my plate looks with the juice all gone. Y'all know normally I keep my juice, but this one I'm actually at Red Hook, and this is here when I'm actually at Red Hook because they have deeper plates. I'm gonna kind of put the trash like in this cover bag. But yeah, okay, so y'all saw, like, when I packed my bag, I had, like, that was everything that I brought. Y'all saw, like, in my packing video. Okay, so let's start off by, once you first get there, y'all, it was so funny because once we first got there, it was me, y'all know the people, me, Ariel, Colonel Stamps, Oscar. Y'all gonna see, like, some footage, because I did, like, get some footage before we actually, like, went in. so that y'all can see. But once we first got there, we thought it was gonna be like calm, like at least, you know, I don't know what to expect. But once you first got there, they was hollering like crazy. Like the man came over our door. His name is Cadet Esteby. He came and opened the door, right? And we think, you know, he finna help us get the costume. He started hollering like, "You got 10 seconds." Yeah, it was so funny because we was just laughing at him because he was like, "Pick up your bag, let's go." Like he was hollering. And y'all, my bag was so heavy. Like if y'all see in my video, I couldn't even pick up my bag when I'm trying to show y'all what I had. But y'all, it was just funny. And he was mad because we kept laughing. So he was talking about us laughing, y'all. Me and Ariel just laughing the whole time because we really, real deal can't pick our bag up. So we trying to drag in and get inside the building. Other people from other schools, we rode in an actual like truck, right? Other people from other schools, people that rode on a bus, I feel so bad for them because they had that stuff like under the bus thing. And they was gonna hit there like crazy. So once you get in the inside, they take you to like, I don't remember if it was the dining facility or where we call it the defect. So I can't remember if there was the defect or not. I think that's where we went and they handed out like some little bags. So we all got like a bag and they issued us a certain number. My number was 30, so all my objects had the number 30 on it. So if you lost the object, they're gonna call that number out and you're gonna get in trouble. So they in the bag you had like a flashlight, a C-Box, which is like a book with, you know, knowledge that you need to know, and then you had like a reflective belt and some other little knick-knack stuff in the bag, right? So we ended up getting into the, I think they call it the how would you say that, Grandma? Like where you sleep at? Do they call it the barracks? I think. I don't think she can hear me. Anyway, I think they call it like the barracks or something like that, where you sleep at. So we ended up getting in there. We had the girls, like the little dorm side, and the boys and stuff like that. So all the girls was in one side, but it was like 2 rooms in one. You was split, and then they had your name, like where you supposed to go. So I saw my name, and I was issued for the top bunk. Like I wasn't mad, but I wanted the bottom bunk. I don't know. Well, so yeah, we first got in there. They told us make sure we ain't have no I forgot what you call it. I can't think right now, y'all. But they basically make sure you have no items that you weren't supposed to have. And so they would ask you. So they started searching bags and stuff. Nobody had like no items they really weren't supposed to have. But they took up some stuff like any kind of medicine, any kind of ibuprofen, any type of medicine. It ain't have to be no bad medicine. But they was like, them drugs, y'all can't have it. And all that stuff like that. So they took up all of that. They took up my toothpaste. I had like some kind of toothpaste. Like I use this certain kind of toothpaste for my mouth so that you don't get cavities. They took that up because they said it had something in it or something. I don't know. And so, boom, they was just taking up, you know, everybody's stuff or whatever that you weren't supposed to have, or I guess that they had on their list that it can't have some in it or something like that. So, boom. We ended up, after we finished it, it's like the night went on or whatever. They just did searches and all of that. And then, like, we got ready for bed. So, before you go to bed, you have to get at the end of your bed, like, at attention. And they play, like, taps. The song is called Taps. And then you sing the first verse of the Earth Force song. So, somebody say the first voice of the Earth Force song is as follows, and then everybody say, "Off we go into the wild blue yonder." So everybody just join, like the song or whatever. And that's when the males came in our dorm at that time. So they come in at that time to do like the song or whatever. Not the boys, but like the males, the CTIs and CTOs, which mean like instructors, to make sure you know everything. So anytime they came in, they had to say like male on deck or something, and everybody go to attention or whatever. So the first night it was cool, but it was like overwhelming because it was like you didn't know what to expect, or like especially somebody like me that never been to a CLC camp, never been to a boot camp or nothing like that, because that's how I like feel. So we finished or whatever. That was the first night. We had bedtime was like around 9 or something like that. We made it there around like, I want to say 12 or 1, something like that. And they immediately like took all stuff, took everybody's stuff and stuff like that. And once we made it there, so next, I'm just gonna go to the next morning. So an actual full day there. Y'all, wake up time was at 5 o'clock in the morning. When I tell y'all, I thought it was storming. Like, it felt like the night went by so fast because, like, I ain't used to going to sleep that early, like, sometimes. But, you know, if you wake up that early, like 5 o'clock in the morning, you be tired around when that time comes. But so, I went to sleep. I heard boom, 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 boom. I thought it was like the thunder finna come on in the night. Y'all, they still busting in the room talking about some, get up, you have 3 minutes to be outside. I'm talking about, I ain't got no clothes, no teeth ain't brushed, face ain't washed, nothing. You just rusty, dusty. Plus I'm on top bunk, so I'm trying to carefully get down. It was just people yelling at you. Like, if you ain't used to yelling, you gon' get yelled at. Like, believe me, you gon' get yelled at a lot. And so, we get up in the morning, 5 o'clock. Wake up, be outside. You gotta put on your reflector belt, have a flashlight in your left hand. Make sure you have your water bottles or you're gonna get rolled up. And so, boom, we outside, we marching, y'all. People scared. They don't know what's going on. You had people trying to be guidons. Like, we didn't have guidons when we were at school, like marching, so I didn't know what a guidon was or what a guidon supposed to do. But best believe, if you don't know how to march, you gonna learn something or something, because they gonna yell at you. They gonna yell. And so people scared, they don't know what to do because they try not to get yelled at. So we got people leading the lines and stuff. In the morning, like it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, everybody can't function, you just getting yelled at. So it was like just funny and like it's sometimes you like, bro. So I'm just gonna skip more parts until my part. So once you get up in the morning, you do like stretches and stuff. They got you doing like a lot of little workout stuff. It's like for like an hour or 45 minutes or so. We call it PT time. So that's like workout time, you know, or whatever. So that's what we did for PT every morning. Some mornings you had to run a track. We ran a mile track. And let me tell you, I was out of shape. So, I'm out of shape. So it was like when I did the mile run, the first time, I don't know, it was just bad. And then we ran like a second time for an actual test. And I think my time was like 12:44. So, is that bad, Grandma? 12:44 for a mile? Oh, she don't know. So, yeah, because we had some of the boys doing like 6 minutes and some seconds and all that.
Well, then, yeah, 12 is bad.
Yeah, so I had like 12. Oh, mind you, I'm out of shape, y'all. I ain't exercising nothing. Like, so I had my time was 12:44. And another girl time was 12:43. Like, right before me. Like, that's what I was running with. But, yeah.
So, you had the slowest time?
No, I did not have the slowest time. Like, it was a lot of people after us. Like, I was pacing myself. I was doing like a jog and then a walk, a fast walk, a jog, then a fast walk. You had to really jog on the parts where instructors was, because they would yell at you if you would come around and then you're not jogging or whatever. So, that's really all what happened on PT. Mind you, I'm just telling y'all, I can't really go into detail about everything, because just the hard part is, it's like a mental thing for real. Like, they gonna yell at you like crazy. Like, for every little thing. For real. So, y'all, in the cafeteria, we do break. After that, we go back to our rooms or whatever. And then you have, like, during maintenance time / personal hygiene, which means you just kind of fix yourself. But you don't even have a lot of time for that. You probably got 30 minutes max. And during the dorm and maintenance and stuff, you have to have your room a certain type of way. Sleeping bags and stuff have to be an E-fold. Sheets got to be hospital fold. Like, everything got to be a certain type of way. So, you're trying to perfect it and everything. And, yeah, so on night 1, the next night, when they did the inspection, so I ended up leaving my sponge in the bathroom. People call it a fupa. So, when they was saying fupa, I didn't know what they was talking about. Like, they was like, who fupa in the restroom? Who fupa? Like, because everybody had got, like, marked off of it because I had my fupa in the restroom, but I didn't know it was called the fupa. So anytime somebody said who fupa, I was ignoring them because I don't know what they was talking about. And so I was like, y'all talking about a sponge when I first finally realized what they was saying. And I was like, oh, this is mine. So everybody kind of looked and said, like, make sure you get that out of time. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get that. Like, okay. Like, everybody comes keep saying it, remind me, okay, like, no. Because I didn't want to put, like, a wet sponge in my bag, like, have my clothes stinky. So, everybody had got marked off for, like, that on their little inspection thing. I didn't know that, though. And then, so you just get checked and all that stuff. And then they go around and be asking you, you know, make sure you ain't got no items you don't supposed to have, confiscated stuff like in rooms and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna tell y'all that was kind of the stuff I didn't like. Like, they was yelling a whole lot, and I'm not used to that morning, night, like all through the day. So there was like a part that I hated. There was a con. One of my pros was the obstacle course. Like, on one day we did like the obstacle course. I really loved the obstacle course. The thing about it is we was just outside a very long time. Like, we was outside probably like 4.5 hours. And then I made it to like a challenge. They ended up putting me in a competition run with some of the Army people. It was me. They chose like 5 of us from our side, from Air Force, and 5 Army people. And we competed against them. And like who was going to win or whatever. So yeah. So let me tell y'all about, I learned like a lot of stuff though. Because I ain't know like what some stuff was called and all this stuff. So let me tell y'all about my write-up. I got wrote up right. So, one time we was in the cafeteria, like, okay, this is like on day 2. This is like on day 2, I think. Or 3. One on. So, I actually started liking one of our instructors. Like, I was like, I think he cool. Like, I think he gonna be the coolest one or something like that. Because he would like just talk to us calm and all this stuff. Like, he would yell like, once you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. But he was like he gave like the most coolest vibes when he first came, you know, whatever. And so I actually was like, okay. So at lunch, y'all, we get our trays a certain way. Like, you gotta do it's some kind of flight path where you're in the cafeteria. You gotta turn right flank, left flank, like, you gotta follow the path until you actually get in line. And then once you get in line, y'all, you have to face forward and you doing left steps all the way down the cafeteria with your tray like this. You have to look forward. Like, you have to be looking forward at attention. You just moving left step, all the way through the line until you get your food. And you had some people that were stingy with the food. Like, I hated this one person. Every time she served food, like, she would give you the small. Like, my piece of meat was like this big. Every time she served like the meat and stuff, I was so mad. But yeah, so I was like, okay, you know, I like him. I think he gonna be cool, you know, whatever. He the one wrote me up. So we was sitting down and they put us at ease. At ease means you can kind of like slouch or look around and stuff. Because they want you at attention while you eating. You sitting up in your chairs like this. You got to eat. They eat one hand. Then, y'all, you get 10 minutes to eat. 10 minutes to eat. So you got people trying to rush and eating people. It was just a lot going on. So I'm just giggling. Like, because I'm not used to none of this. I'm just laughing at everybody. And we was in line. So he put us at ease. So people didn't have to eat at attention. And I guess you weren't supposed to look around, but I started looking around. And I was looking at him and like the people that was over there, so I was just looking. And then he starts hollering at me. He gonna say, so why are you looking at me? And I was like, this my exact reaction. So he hollering at me, I'm looking around. He was screaming, why are you looking at me? I was like, okay, dang. And I turned back around. Y'all, he got even madder. He was like, how dare you talk back, roll your eyes, and all that stuff. Everybody just looking at me, y'all. So I was put on the spotlight. Everybody just looking at me. And he wrote you up. So it's something called a 341. So a 341 is like basically like you get a write-up for good or bad. So anytime somebody asks you, do you got a 341 on you? You're supposed to have it on you at all times. So if you don't have one on you, that's another write-up. But so he didn't even ask me for a 341. He put this on now and wrote me up. And then so he the one that everybody turned their 341s in too. So he was like, I'm going to do this for myself. And he run me up or whatever. And y'all, I got the extra write-up. Somebody send me a picture of it. I'm going to put it on the screen. Make sure I put it on the screen, y'all. And so, boom, like, it was just crazy. So that was over with or whatever. And then I got yelled at another time, but I didn't get on 3 for the 1 pool. So the man that run me up, his name was Cadet Major Coker. So that was his name. Now, as to be, he was talking at me because he's a little short, black, he's Nigerian. And he was yelling because at a 10, like, y'all, I'm so nosy. Like, I be facing straight and stuff, but I be looking around, like, trying to see what's going on and stuff. I do be doing it. So, I was doing that one time. We was outside marching in flight, and then we was at, like, a halt, and I was just looking around. And he walked up on the side of me, started screaming, talking about something. Why are you looking around? Y'all, that they would just be hollering. I'm telling y'all. So, if you one of them that's finna say something bad, baby, just cut it out. Let y'all know the name. Just don't even do it. So, it be taking me, like, I be really, like, okay, they supposed to yell at me, like, okay, Destiny, be quiet. It's for, like, that's how I gotta be for real. And then, boom. That part was over. That was like the only times I got yelled at or whatever. Like, it was some people, a lot of people was getting yelled at back to back because they didn't know how to drill. That was just, and they supposed to yell at you. Like, if you don't know how to drill, man, you gonna learn something. But you might not learn everything, but you gonna get yelled at so much you gonna learn something. So, that was that. Another thing was, okay, shower time. Let me talk about shower time. I know I'm all over the place with my topics, but I'm just talking about whatever comes to my head. So, shower time, y'all. I'm just going to put it like this. It's some nasty people. It's some nasty little girls out here. But y'all know when you in the military or whatever, that for real, everybody take like a shower, you know, it's like a community shower. Everybody go in there at the same time, or have them in the showers. It actually is that many people go in there and other people be in the bathroom waiting. So, I believe the first night they gave us 5 minutes to shower. Like, when I take showers, I take 20 minutes minimum. 5 minutes? Do you mean, baby? I be just not getting in. The 5 minutes be in, and like I gotta cut the water on. Plus, that water at the camp, like, you had to cut the water on and let it run, because it took like 2 minutes for the water to get extra hot. So, anytime I would go in there early and cut the water on and let it run first. So, yeah, I go in there. No, it was like other people in there first. Like, I believe I had brought like a swimsuit. I showed y'all in my video like a swimsuit I put on the first night, I believe. And the second night, I just kind of used I really love, let me tell y'all what really came in handy though. Y'all know the little thing you're supposed to tie around you once you put it like a swimsuit on? Like, if you got like a swimsuit underwear on, you're supposed to tie like around you, that little thing. Get one of them. If y'all ever do like a CLC camp or something like that, get one of those. They really come in handy, like, for real. For you to be able to wash yourself or whatever. If you don't want people looking at you, because I'm one of them people, I don't like people looking at me. So, I used one of them. I had 2 actually, so each day. If my other one was wet, because I don't like to use stuff in these wet, because I like for it to dry area out so it won't stink. So then I just wash up in my underwear and bra. But one girl, we was in the room, and one girl was saying something about she didn't have time to shave. She was saying something about like a razor, she didn't have time to shave. And one girl was like, "You use a razor to shave?" And so me and all the other girls started looking around, like, me and like this other black girl, her name, I ain't gonna say no names. So anyway, we was just looking around, and we was looking at each other, and like, we was like, "What you use?" And if you don't use a razor, what do you use? Then that's when she had asked her, she was like, "You must be doing like waxes or something." And she was like, "No, I don't do waxes, none of that." So we questioned her, like, "What do you use?" She said, "I just let it grow." I'm like, "Girl, is you crazy?" Like, she said, "I just let it grow, and once it get long enough, I just get scissors and I cut it off." And like, she was really confident. I'm talking about, it just was like, I'm like, why you let it get like that? Like, I don't know if some other people do that or not, but I ain't never heard of it. Well, it's just a little, I don't know. And so, when we get ready to do showers, so I go in, and Sometimes I go into like a stall, time my little stuff around me or whatever, and get ready to come out. You got some other people was like that the same as me, but you got some people, they don't care, baby. They dropping butt naked. And so not me though. Y'all be safe out there. So after that, it's just some people just shouldn't be allowed to drop butt naked. That's all I'm gonna say. And on some days when we go back in the room or whatever, you got girls like they get to talking or whatever. We actually having conversations. So this either on the second or third night where everybody kind of getting a little comfortable. And we got a lot of girls coming out saying like they buy and they gay, and they let me know right there. Cause I don't play that. I don't like girls, baby. So I was like, make sure I got to stay covered up, man. So that was kind of really it with shower time. Like the next day on shower time, they gave us like 3 minutes. It was like the time was getting less and less or whatever. And then let me tell y'all, they break you up in like flights, right? So you got Bravo, Delta, Charlie, all this stuff like that. But we didn't have we had Alpha, Bravo. We skipped Charlie because it wasn't like enough people to do Charlie. Plus Charlie is like a middle, so it won't actually be like a squadron. So we did Alpha and Bravo. There was separate fights, but together we was one squadron, Squadron 1. And then you had Echo and Delta and Echo. And there was like one squadron. So we didn't do Charlie with them. So you got like Squadron 1 and Squadron 2. I was in Squadron 1. I was in Bravo actually. Let me tell y'all. It's like I did not get lucky with my flight at all. Like we never won a ribbon. Like every flight had a award except ours, Bravo. Like it's like I done had a marching, so I'm a good cadet. And plus I was the commander for our 30 count. We did a 30 count, I commanded it. But yeah, so together like in Squadron 1 we won because we had like Alpha. We ain't gonna lie, Bravo, we had some good teamwork, but we had a lot of people that was like just didn't get along. And then plus I don't know. So we didn't win anything. They gave out like you had like a warrior. Each day you had like somebody get warrior flight, somebody get drill flight, somebody get honor flight. We didn't get nothing. So it was 3 rewards each day. So one group was guaranteed not to get nothing, but we didn't get nothing at all. Every other group had something, but several groups had got several awards too.
It still stinks.
So then it was it really for that part. Everybody, yeah. So we the only group that didn't get nothing. Then what I was gonna say? So when we drill, y'all, it's like everybody else that came from my school, like it was 3 of us. They had placed on like good flights or like flights that could drill and know how to do stuff. My flight was on like 3 people knew how to drill. I didn't count because I had to command it, so I couldn't even drill to help, like that. And then we had once I did like the 30 count, y'all, because it was a competition between the other flights. The judges called me over since I was the commander and told me, what we did bad, what we did good. And I did end up missing the one command. Like I called one command in the wrong spot. I called eyes right when I was supposed to do to the rear. But I did do to the rear. But I added in eyes right too. Like I don't know what made me say to the rear, arch, eyes right, to the rear, arch. I don't know what made me say that, but yeah. So, but I got it, and we finished. The man was like, you have a great commanding voice and like you did a great job as a commander alone, but your flight was everywhere. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm thinking it's that good stuff. But he was like, your flight was everywhere. It was terrible, y'all. When I called left flank, right flank, left flank, I had half people go the wrong way, half people stayed still, half people, it was just terrible. It was bad. So my flight, like I didn't get so lucky with my flight. Hopefully, if y'all go, hopefully y'all get lucky with y'all flight, but I definitely did not get lucky. So that was it with like us competing with drill or whatever. And then uniform inspection, They ask you like questions. The 2 questions he asked me, I did not know. Like he asked me, like we not from Arkansas, cause the account was laid in Arkansas. We not from Arkansas, so he asked me like, where is something located in Arkansas? Like 2 places. Even though it was in our book, like our CBOC, I didn't think I had to study it, like to actually study that portion. So I didn't know those answers. And that was really it for that part. So what did I go over? Oh yeah, when you had to ask a question, you had to raise your hand with your face bowed up, have your bicep to your ear, and then when they pick on you or point at you, you got to like, sir, may I ask a question? They tell you no, you gotta put your hand back down, and they tell you yes, and you go ahead and ask your question. Like it was real like a boot camp for real, a real boot camp. What else did I miss? We did have some fun activities some days, like we played kickball. We did like this thing where they did have like a lot of stuff together where you had to do like teamwork to actually have everybody work together. Like we had to build like these log, like a bridge to cross, and the grass was the ground was considered like you sinking, you drowning, so you had to create these this bridge and stuff. Like they had some fun activities that involved teamwork, you know, getting a point across. Like I like that. It actually like calmed a lot of people down and gave a lot of people free time, you know, and teamwork and stuff like that. So we took a test over the CBOC that they gave us, that you had to read and stuff and study. We took a test. They didn't give us our scores back, so we don't really know what we made or whatever. But the stuff that was telling you to study did not. Like they gave us like this green stuff. We had like instructors that would teach us and some stuff, and they was like, this is test material. Y'all, the stuff they say was test material was not test material. Like they put like a lot of random stuff on the test. It's just like some basic cadet knowledge, like stuff like that. Like they would show you a rank and ask you what rank is this. They would ask you, one question was like, if you are being inspected from the, it said if you are being inspected from the inspector's point of view, what side is your ribbon rack on? That's supposed to be your right side, because originally your ribbon rack is on. I'm a commander and I be like looking at people expecting them, so I knew that answer. Like a lot of answers, like it was like kind of basic knowledge. As a cadet, you know, normally your ribbon rack is wore on your left, and then if I'm the inspector, I'm inverted, so that means it's gonna be on the opposite side. So I kind of knew like a bunch of those questions or whatever. Everything else wasn't that bad to me. Like it's kind of simple. You do have to have like some type of tough skin. Y'all, I already this. I'm sneezing. So we did have some people drop out and go home. Nobody from my school though, but we had some people from other schools, like they left. I guess they couldn't handle it. Some people just couldn't handle it. We were outside a lot, and we were supposed to be outside a lot more, but it was getting so hot outside that like it was over 100 degrees. It was getting so hot that they kind of lessened the outside time some, but still 4 hours and stuff like that. That's a lot of time outside. But anytime we was outside for a long time, we did like obstacle course and stuff that make us get hotter faster. We had like an ice dump. You have to dump your body like in ice. I know y'all be seeing that stuff like that. I was like freezing then, but I could take like I could stay in there longer though. So you put your arms and everything in the water until you like in ice cold water, and then hold it there for like 10, 15 seconds. Then you put it up, put your arms above your head, and then run down. Sometimes you'll have people that dunk it on your back. Like it was freezing though, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, so that's what we did. And I told y'all we did like mile runs like every other day and stuff like that. We'll get up in the morning. When we get up in the morning, we do like retreat, and then reveille, and then at night we do like retreat or whatever, or whichever way it go. I forgot. I think that's right though. What else? What else? So at the end, once we graduated, I'm gonna put up pictures and videos. Y'all gonna see like clips that I insert. This is like before. I'm probably already editing. It's gonna be like before I got the camp, like heading there, and then it's gonna be some stuff after or during. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. So yeah. We had a nice time though. We went out to eat before we got there. It was just I feel like your first day is the day that's gonna get you, like, cause when I first talked to my mama, like, we was supposed to get more call time, but they only let you call home once, y'all. They only let you call home once. And the call is 5 minutes, so you only get 5 minutes to call. Who you gonna call? Talk to? Who you gonna talk to? And that's it. And we only did that once. So yeah. But what I was about to say, sorry, I'm eating real sloppy, y'all. It's kind of like all I can think of right now. Bravo flight was constantly getting in trouble. Like, we was constantly, somebody ended up leaving our guidon in the your guidon. Somebody ended up leaving it in the room. We had some people walking without a wingman. They big on wingmans. You must have a wingman everywhere you go. You get caught without a wingman. Instant 341 pull. We had all that going on in our flight. A boy left our Bravo in the room, so we had a half Bravo. They took our flag and we had to do it with a pole. So Bravo flight just looking stupid. Everybody else got a flag talking about some guidon retreat, and we gotta say half guidon retreat. Yeah, it was like our flight was just, I was in the worst, like, I don't know, the worst of the worst. But yeah, I think that's really it. That's really all I can think of. Overall, I give my experience like probably like a 7 out of 10. Reason I say 7 is because, like, I probably would have said like a 6, but I say 7 because I feel like it's good for like some people to do. You know, you actually do learn stuff. Another thing I liked about the camp was the CBOP that they gave us, like the information that was in it. That's something I'll be bringing back to my group next year, since I will be the corp commander in my school next year. There's something that I bring back because I like the CBOP. That was, you know, good for studying and stuff like that. That's everything I like. It's just I'm not I do wake up in the morning, so 5 o'clock, waking up at 5 o'clock wasn't an issue, because it's like I wake up out my sleep around 6 o'clock or something like that anyway. But it was just like, once you get tired on the bus or something, you can't go to sleep. You gotta be at attention on the bus. Then they do songs, you gotta sing songs. And I ain't really know none of them songs, so I gotta make sure I bring them songs back to my group next year so they can learn them. It is like I was saying, it is a mental thing. You just gotta be strong and think like, you can't go back and forth with the people. You just gotta think like, this their job, this what they supposed to do. But like the last day, like the last 2 days, it's like everybody started winding down, like the instructors and stuff, because I bet they was ready to go home too. Like, we just had like group discussions and all that kind of stuff. I like the little teamwork stuff, the games they had for us to play. It was good. I just didn't like some instructors, like my CTI, he didn't know what he was talking about or what he was doing to help us. He was like the instructor over us, like our flight commander, and then, you know, you got people over him. He didn't know what he was doing, so we kind of had the worst flight commander too. So this kind of, I didn't have that much of a good group. But me, honestly, I would not go back. The only reason why I would go back is to be a CTI, because you can become a CTI in high school. Plus, y'all, once I learned that them people was in high school that was doing all that yelling and stuff at us, I'm like, y'all in high school, y'all look grown. Like, they were looking grown. Like, most of our CTIs, so I guess CTIs are people that's in high school. CTOs are people that's in college. So you can come back in high school. You have to be like in 11th grade going to 12th, but since I'll be already in 12th grade next year, I think I did get invited to come back. I'm gonna make sure I put that picture on the screen. I got invited to come back, but as a CTI next year. That's the only reason I would go back, is to be a CTI, because I feel like everybody should have their first share. Like, and then my grandma was like, are you ready to be yelling at people? And I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, but y'all don't know, like, I'm the cool person. Like, y'all kick it with me or whatever. But, you know, when we get out them doors, hey, I'm be. So yeah, What's the only reason I would go back? Is to be a CTI. I don't think I wouldn't go back again to be a just a cadet. But I do recommend people that's working on themselves and trying to do all that. It's a good experience, but it's gonna be tough. And for me, I'm a person with tough skin. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be a little challenging, but especially for people that like to talk back.
Learn some discipline.
Yeah, my grandma over there telling me I gotta learn some discipline. That's what I said. It's good though. What you think? You think it's a good camp, Grandma?
Mm-hmm.
She said she think it's a good camp.
No phone, yes ma'am.
She's talking about no phone, yes ma'am.
You got to put your face in that phone. Put your face in something else, more than phone.
Yeah, and then people think it's like bad having no phones there. It's really not, cause it's like you busy like all day, literally. So they really don't give you time. It'll be different if you had time to think about your phone. You really don't have time because they have you busy. Like we have a schedule that you literally are busy all day. From the moment you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you busy. You be like they get you outside, you exercise, you running the track, like you doing something. You doing something at every moment, literally. So it's like it's no time to actually think about your phone. So yeah. That's what my experience was like and is. If I left something out, I'm so sorry. This is all I can think about. It's coming straight from my brain at the moment. So yeah. I'ma just insert the different types of clips and I hope y'all enjoy this
They
video.
notice your tan, right?
Oh yeah, my tan. Like she was saying, y'all, I am so dark. Like I wish I could pull my shirt down so I could see with my hands. Y'all can even see, like, if y'all go look at my old videos, I've gotten so dark, right, Grandma? Okay. I've gotten so dark. Like my mom said, was like,
Well,
ooh, you chocolate
looking
man.
like you was mad during the whole parade.
I don't know. Oh, she's asking me how come I was looking like I was mad. You have to look mad. Like she not understanding that if you crack a smile, they're gonna come yell at you because they want you looking serious at all times. Cause that's what I was doing at first. Like, and then when we was during uniform inspection, he came up to me. I was at attention, but then I was like, "Good morning, Cadet Major Coker." Oh, he yelled to me, I broke my bearing because I smiled at him. So they call that breaking your bearing if you smile.
But you like you was mad at the world.
Well, I gotta be mad at the world. They was doing too much yelling. She told me I looked like I was mad at the world. I wasn't mad, so I don't know. It was probably because it's real hot outside, and plus you gotta look serious. So, because when I first came, I told y'all I was laughing at everything because I'm just like, why y'all yelling? Like, that's how I was. I'm just laughing. Why you yelling at me because I can't pick up my bag? Like, what? That's how I was. So I was getting yelled at for laughing and stuff. But yeah. I think it's an experience people should try. Like I told y'all gotta be one of them that stick it through. I did graduate from the period, and the people from my school that came, they graduated too, they didn't drop out. We had a few people from that I knew, but I didn't know them like that, but I knew them because we used to collab with that school. Like we had some of them, they dropped out. Some of them couldn't take it, they called their parents. And we had another girl, she called her parents to come get her, but they told her no, she gonna stay. So you got some of them parents like that that's gonna make you stay.
And you ain't got no way. Just know not to call them back.
Who know not to call her back? You wanna go come get me, Grandma?
Yeah, I was in Hawaii. How come you?
If you wasn't in Hawaii, you wanna come get me? If I'm calling you to come get me, you wanna go come get me?
Unless you was bleeding or something.
Man, that's so bleed. What you? So you wanna go come get me, Grandma? Why?
I don't know what's wrong. I talked to Colonel Stamp first.
She gonna talk to Colonel Stout. She gonna talk to the instructor first. Well, she better come get me, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah. You know how he is. She just being full.
Yeah, that's what he would have said.
Never stay.
Yeah.
Bleeding on her and the bag knocked out.
So yeah. Obviously my grandma wouldn't let me stay. She won't come get me, so I got one of them parents too that's gonna make me stay. So
I'm gonna make the best of it.
she told me she wanna make the best of it.
Make the best of it.
So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments of what videos y'all want to see next, because yeah, what y'all want to see me do. because I need more video ideas. Make sure y'all get me to 500 subscribers. So subscribe. And we out.
Alpha! 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 Right! I'm from the ring, let me hear you cheer! Yeah!
I'm from the middle, cheer me a little.
Hey! Alright, last one. Hey, we went out of style. We didn't quit. No limit soldier.
Okay.